Today I've got 5 tips to help keep you safe while on the job.
Hey, this is Bob Van Ellen with your Monday Morning Minute, where we're bringing you every week tools, tips, information, inspiration, and motivation to help get you through the week here at Coldwell Banker Tomlinson Group.
So there's not very many businesses or jobs where you can be literally touring somebody's entire home within 5 or 10 minutes of meeting a perfect stranger. That's the kind of job that we're in real estate, right? A very interesting profession that we've chosen, and also one that potentially puts us in harm's way. And I have to confess that I'm guilty of taking it for granted that we live in a relatively safe place like Idaho, and in 15 years of being licensed and showing lots of properties in lots of different parts of town, I've never once felt threatened. Part of that might be because I'm a big, tall guy, and like I said, part of it might just be because we're in Idaho, where everybody's nice and everything's safe, right? The reality is that September is National Realtor Safety Awareness Month, and just wanted to give you 5 tips today, things to think about to help keep you safe while you're doing what we do every single day, which is meeting perfect strangers in properties and houses and things that we've never seen before. So number 1, I want to encourage you to make a policy of meeting people in public places, maybe even at the office. The very first time you meet with a client, you are a professional, and don't be afraid to remember that just randomly running around to properties and even on a floor call or just a random referral from a client or a friend, make a policy to actually meet somebody for the very first time at the office. Number 1, this raises the level of professionalism and makes us look more professional, because I don't know very many doctors that just randomly go to people's houses. But number 2, it's a safety thing. Also, don't be afraid to check people's ID. I know that sounds kind of random, but the very first time you meet somebody, you could just say, hey, this is my broker's policy, or this is my own personal safety policy. I just want to know who you are. So number 2, don't be afraid to use the buddy system. Now, not literally do you need to go on appointments with a buddy, but it might not be a bad idea to certainly open houses, have a trusted partner along with you, maybe your spouse, maybe your favorite lender or home inspector or title company rep. Whatever the case may be, find a friend to buddy up when you go to strange places and meet people for the first time. Might not be a bad idea. Number 3, take some self-defense classes and make sure you know how to use appropriate techniques to defend yourself. Make sure you don't do practical things like backing yourself into a corner in a room. Always let the client enter the rooms first and tour the property. Number 1, that's a good sales technique anyway, to let them explore the house, but it also helps keep you safe. Tip number 4, apps and products. There are plenty of apps for phones that are GPS enabled, that are emergency apps that you can employ. Don't be afraid to check those out and see if one of those might be appropriate for you, and same thing with products, things like Mace and things like that. And then finally, trust your instincts, probably the most important. If your gut tells you that you're in a bad place at the wrong time, get out. No sale is worth compromising your safety and putting yourself into a difficult situation that could endanger your life. So absolutely, I know it seems a little bit melodramatic. Like I said, we take it for granted being in safe Idaho, but definitely want to encourage you to be safe on the job and remember these 5 tips the next time you're out showing property, which hopefully is sometime this week. Thanks so much for watching.